We have to stop the insanity. We have to stop organizing our crap and our junk. We have to stop making excuses for living this way, and we have got to be proactive and productive with our lives. We only have one life, and I'll be darned if I'm creating a life that I want to run away from. So if you've been here for a while, you know I love to show the before. I think it's really important to watch how it goes from this to that. I wanted to make a whole dedicated video for the room I was actually making for Chris, but it's just not done and we have to move on. It's become a catch-all. It is overwhelming me. So we are going to start here. You're going to hear me say a lot, clutter attracts clutter. Well, it does, and we're going to talk about here. Before we go too far, I want to have a word from our sponsor. So I want to thank Greatness for sponsoring this portion. If you haven't heard about Greatness, it is an incredible lifestyle management app. You can consider it a daily tracker for your habits, routine planner, or even just like a lifestyle coach. If you have been here for a while here on this channel, you know that I am always trying to better myself. I want to stick to routines and really just make the most out of each and every day, but that does not come easily for me. Again, I have talked about that so much on my channel. You also know that with having so many people in the house and so many things to do, I feel like I need constant reminders. So one of the things about Greatness that really appealed to me, they had personalized habit programs. They're created by behavioral scientists and they're based on your own personal goals. I have enjoyed using Greatness because first thing in the morning, it wakes me up with my alarm and I am able to start my day on the right step. You even can do custom routines for every part of your day. You can create your own morning, afternoon, or evening routine. They have courses if you want to take some courses to try to better yourself. Daily audio courses, which I love first thing in the morning. Mental health and audio coaching is also really good with managing stress, procrastination, which I am huge with procrastination. I wait to the very last minute and then I have a burst of energy and I'm wondering, why did I wait so long at all? So this really does help me. It also helps me with building resistance, increasing self-confidence, which has been so big. You don't realize how much that affects your everyday life. I also like that there's literally unlimited habit tracking. So for your own goals and your own programs that you choose, it's limitless. You can continue to do something daily and have reminders set. And it is, like I had mentioned, created by world-renowned behavior scientists. That's why I love it. Fully personalized for your goals and for your lifestyle. It is an approach for gradual self-growth and self-care, and it helps develop habits that actually stick. I have a link there in my description box, and also for the first 100 people that use LYN10, they'll get an extra 10% off. That's on top of the 72% off you'll get for a 12-month Greatness plan using my link. So I want you to join me on my journey to greatness, because the best version of yourself is literally just a moment away. And I want to do this with each other because we only have one life, and let's just make it the best we possibly can. So give them a shot. I will have all their information in my description box. I know you guys are going to love it just like I do. Thank you, Greatness, so much for reaching out to me and really helping me have habits that stick and that is genuinely changing my life for the better. I am so, so grateful. I also want to add real quick, in today's video, you are going to be literally decluttering with me. So this will be my last voiceover. I will actually be talking face to face to the camera because I want this to be a really personal thing. I want to be able to kind of guide you along the process with me. So I felt like it would be a better opportunity to just talk to the camera so you really feel like we are decluttering together. Also, decluttering guilt. Don't feel bad about getting rid of things that you spent your money on. You spent your money on it. There's nothing you can do. Unless you can return it or recoup it some way or another, there's nothing you can do about it. So harping on it isn't going to make it get back into your bank account. So just let it go. Let it go. And just remind yourself that you're going to continue doing this if we don't make some positive, proactive steps in the right direction. Yeah. I don't know something so gross. One of those bags was actually trash. It was bathroom trash. It was trash that we've had sitting there for a month. What is the thing that Pastor Steve says about
time in erodes awareness of.
Time in erodes awareness of. Pastor Steve.
And he's right.
And he's right. So what does that mean? That means
shout out meeting Jesus, baby.
Shout out to meet MEAT and Jesus. That's my pastor. Would you guys please go and follow him? He is so deserving and such a good barbecuer. He's so good. So go over there.
You can't say he's a good smoker.
I can't say he's a good smoker. Sorry, Pastor Steve. Go and just follow his page. He does shorts. He doesn't do whole videos, so it's not going to hurt anyone's feelings. You don't have like 20-minute videos to watch, but he just shows like the method of how he cooks. If you like food like I do, so good. So please go follow him. Meet, M-E-A-T, like meet in Jesus. Meet in Jesus. That's my Pastor Steve. Let him know Lynn sent you. Time in erodes awareness of. The longer something is somewhere, you will become immune to seeing it. It's blind. You're blind to it. So let me just give you another little look. But you know, I got on Instagram and I saw, I've been wanting one of these benches and I saw someone making them. I'm like, oh, I'll get a bench. I need a bench. Why? Did I need to purchase that bench just for my laundry? Did I? I guess I did. So the office has always been hard for me to declutter because Chris loves books. I mean, he loves them so much. I would rather listen to an Audible, and he does not ever want to get rid of them. And so that is something that I have struggled with. So I've gotten these bookcases here, but I try to be really sensitive and respectful that he likes to keep all of his books. Okay, so it's day 2 and I got a lot done in here. He's still working right here, but the floor feels really clean. I even have an echo, so that's good. Now, as I had mentioned yesterday, I talked about starting from where people see. That's what Dana White said to do on the Mel Robbins podcast, which I'm actually watching Mel Robbins right now talking about imposter syndrome, which I deal with terribly. If you don't know what that is, I will basically tell you. Let me mark this for just a sec. But I'm gonna get the real definition. Hey Siri, what is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome, also known as imposter phenomenon or imposterism, is a psychological occurrence in which people doubt their skills, talents, or accomplishments and have a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as frauds. You remember when I talked about earlier, I feel like I have imposter syndrome because I post content of decluttering and cleaning and organizing, and my house is in fact a mess and overwhelming, and I often can't even follow my own rules because I'm paralyzed with it all. I'm incorporating that part. So yeah, I struggle with that. I've struggled with that basically my entire life. So we're gonna work through it though, because it's like how I said clutter attracts clutter. Well, overwhelm and feeling paralyzed and feeling guilty and feeling all those things attracts more of those feelings. Now I'm not getting all woo-woo on you. I'm just saying, like, when you get up and you just do the things you have to do, what happens? Well, generally it will give you a little bit of momentum to get something else done. And even if you don't accomplish all the things that you hoped that you would do, you still feel accomplished. You still feel proud of yourself, right? But if you feel overwhelmed and feel guilty and feel paralyzed by all of the overwhelm, which all people do, but I've noticed it is a common thread. I have a hazel hair somewhere on my face. It is a common trend, if you will, with people who are not neurodivergent. So that executive functioning is not functioning. So, but what happens? We have those feelings, and instead of us being like, I'm gonna get at it, we're like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. You look around at your house, you look at all the stuff that needs to be done, you look at all the stuff that you haven't been able to do, and then you go, it's just too much. Okay, we have to stop the insanity. We have to stop the insanity. We have to stop organizing our crap and our junk. We have to stop making excuses for living this way, and we have got to be proactive and productive with our lives. We only have one life, and I'll be darned if I'm creating a life that I want to run away from. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to create a life that is solitude, that is happiness, that is joy, that is grace, that is compassion, that is productivity, that is accomplishment, that is the best version. So that is what we're going to be doing, and we're going to do this until our homes and our lives feel good. I don't want to have a life I want a break from. Okay, now obviously if you have kids and toddlers and other things, those things happen, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So here I am in my bedroom. I did that room. I didn't go through a ton of organizing because this is a decluttering video. I am not going to organize my junk anymore. So now we're in my room, and I've made my bed. I've been doing that every single day. I've got laundry over there that needs to be done. I've got folded laundry here, but this nightstand is a disaster. So let's go through it super fast and just pull all of the junk out of it. Let's just pull all the junk. Let's declutter some more. And then I'm going into my closet. Okay, so I'm gonna pull everything out. Everything is going out. I wanna see everything that I have in here. Everything. Pull it all out. We need to see it. We need to visualize everything. All right. Now, without putting it back in here, let's take a look at all of the items we have here and what we need and what we don't need, or what the things that don't need to be here. Also, if this theoretically would be better in a medicine cabinet, but for me, it's better here. So this is the right place for it. This and this and this is probably better in my medicine area where I do my face. But it's not. It's the best place for it isn't where the world considers it to be the best place, the bathroom. It's where I consider it to be a perfect place. That is here, because this is where I'm going to reach for it. So don't organize your house for what or how other people organize their house. Listen, if you reach for your strainer for your noodles in the bathroom, then go to the bathroom and get your strainer, and that's where you're going to organize it. That's obviously a huge, like a weird example. Point is, organize your house So it is perfectly organized and attainable for you, not for what the internet thinks it would be best, where it would be best, okay? Trash, a straw, broken glasses, paper, thing for my iPad, things that don't fit. This is all trash, friends. All of this is trash. Always focus on getting the trash out first because it's the easiest thing. I keep my medicines next to my drawer, my probiotics, everything that I take at nighttime. I purchased this because I was influenced last year, and unfortunately it just doesn't work for me. I'm going to try to sell it though. I don't need any more of these. I can get rid of that. I've always been really active in decluttering my kids' toys. If you've been here, you know that. But with her, I do feel myself holding on to more things. Probably like the last baby kind of thing. But I want to actually see, I got this idea from Dawn, the Minimal Mom. So I am actually kind of curious how many toys is acceptable for kids. I know too much is stressful and is actually counterproductive. So we're gonna take a little check on Google, and I wanna see if you're like me and you're struggling with decluttering toys. Maybe it's triggering for you, it brings back some bad memories. Maybe you feel bad, like you're taking their stuff away. So let's look together. Hi, baby, let's look together on what is actually an acceptable amount. Hey Siri, how many toys should kids have? How many toys do kids really need? This is from todaysparent.com. She just stuck her puppy in my water. Okay, so this is from todaysparents.com. I had to erase some images, but here I just want to show you guys real quick, so you know exactly what I'm reading from. It says, don't worry about loading up the cart at the toy store to aid in your child's development. Keeping toys minimal. It says, children need to play, but this doesn't require toys. A clinical counselor in Vancouver and an author of Rest, Play, Grow, a manual for parents. They will explore their environments and examine articles that are interesting to them. From pots and pans, blocks. In other words, kids do not need something to play with. But that doesn't have to be toys. Kids do need something to play with, but it doesn't have to be toys. Sorry. It says your home likely has enough objects to keep them entertained. In fact, a recent study found that when toddlers have fewer toys in their environment, they play with each one longer, allowing them to focus more and play more creatively. It says one toy that parents should always have is drawing supplies and paper. You know I'm a big proponent of that one. Follow their cues with their toys on which ones that they gravitate to and focus on that. But the moral of the entire article is to keep things minimal if you really want your kids to play with toys. Because if you're like me and you'll often buy your kids toys, A, because it makes them happy, B, because you're trying to entertain them in the cart and they see something, and C, you know that if you hope that when you go home and you buy these toys, they'll quietly play for a little bit so you can get the things done in your own home. That is what I am guilty of. So all of those things. And the reality is I can buy these things. I see it. Nothing replaces individualized time with your kids. Nothing. All of the things, all of the toys, all of the, stuff that we load the cart with and buy them for Christmas and birthdays, nothing will ever replace us having one-on-one time with them. So you really want your kids to play and you're feeling overwhelmed with all of their clutter, but you really want them to focus on play. What I would encourage you to do is give them time and timers and say, okay, mommy's gonna spend this amount of time with you. I have things I have to do too. That's okay for them to learn boundaries, that this sometimes they have to play on their own. Give them the time that they need, and then you can get rid of a lot of toys that you really don't need. Keeping the toys isn't gonna entertain them. Actually, it overwhelms them and they're less likely to gravitate towards them. How often do you gravitate towards an area that is overwhelming to you? For example, a closet, a garage, a Monica's closet. If that closet or that garage or that drawer or that kitchen is overwhelming to you, do you find yourself going to relax in there and going to enjoy your time in there? No, you avoid it like the plague. So think of that when it comes to their toys. They're not going to go and play with things that are overwhelming. They're going to actually go away, and they'll probably be clawing at you more because they don't feel relaxed and feel creative. And that is the biggest thing with getting rid of things. I'm not a minimalist. That is not my gig. But I am a simplifiist. I want my house simple and clutter-free, but I want it cozy. But I'm not a minimalist at all. But if you want to feel and have a clutter-free house and be able to like really hone in on the flow and the creativity, less is absolutely more. With all that, we're gonna get rid of a lot of her toys now. First things first, a bag that she can't see, or a box that she can't see into. And trash, make it easy. Rapid fire trash. Is this broken? Has she outgrown it? Throw it away. Always start with the easy. So if you are completely overwhelmed with clutter, you maybe have been on this journey for a while, decluttering your house, and you still feel like you're in that cluttered cycle, or maybe you were just beginning. Either way, no matter where you're at in your journey of this, there's a reason why we choose to declutter. Whether it's because it overwhelms us, it's too visually overwhelming, we don't feel at peace in our home, it stresses us out. Whatever that is for you, it is completely personal. For me, it overwhelms me completely. And I have too many things to take care of. I'm a mom of 6, and there's always someone or something that needs to be taken care of or needs to be done, even the animal. So the last thing I wanna do is feel like I have to manage this. So decluttering has been so incredibly therapeutic for me to be able to live in a home that I genuinely love. I often feel energized and motivated when I'm out and about. I come home and I feel like I am sucked into this just low energy feeling. And then I realize it's my home, my safe place, my haven is not making me feel the way I know I'm supposed to feel. So decluttering is so good for you. It is so good for your mental health. And there are so many reasons why people start this journey. Whatever that is for you, let me know in the comments below. So I got this little bin here for $5 at Target. I love it so much, but her coloring supplies has expanded quite a bit. She doesn't quite put the lids on things all the time, and I don't always follow her with that. So I went and got this little makeup organizer at TJ Maxx. I think it was $5.99. And this has been absolutely perfect for her crayons and stuff like that. I have a lot of Color Wonderful and then washable, but I don't ever mind spending money on things that they're gonna do that's gonna really help develop them, like coloring, music, sports. Swipe my card, take my money, I don't care. Also, as difficult as it is, I do encourage you to get your kids involved in the decluttering process. More is hot than is, she's singing Let It Go with her guitar. Are you singing Let It Go? Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. more is caught than is taught. So if they see you doing these types of things, tidying up your home, cleaning your home, decluttering and organizing, they will pick that up naturally as well. Some people just don't have that in them, and that's okay. I have a couple of those kids, but it's still okay for them to see you do it. They'll learn the importance of it even if they don't love to do it. Do you want this?
No.
You want to do Play-Doh? Okay. If you want to do Play-Doh, let's clean up all of your markers first, okay? I see you. You ready to clean up some markers first? Oh. Another thing as a mom of 6 that I've learned, and unfortunately I learned this with my last baby. I will. If when you're doing something and you're really trying to focus and they continue to interrupt you, remember that it's not intentional. They're not trying to ruin your day. And if you just give them a little moment, little nuggets of time, if you're really trying to focus on something and you can't pull that 10, 15 minutes away, if you just give them that time, it just speaks volumes. Okay, so we're going to focus on my room for just a drawer. If you have the question of where you should start, from what I've heard, the best place to start is the place that bothers you the most. If you don't want to start in the first place of your house. So this is a place, I obviously come to this pretty much every single day. Now I often get into the cycle of soothing myself by buying things. I think that's a common thing for most of us, and it's something I really want to stop doing. I do well at times and then I kind of slip up again, so we are back into the time of trying to get better. So I'm going to go through here and I'm going to get rid of anything. Now if you don't know if it's a yes or a no, if it's not an immediate yes, it is a no. I believe Dawn from the Minimal Mom says that. And that is really helpful. So if you've got to like hem-haw around it and make a storyline about the item you want to keep, or like, you know, oh, I should keep these. I mean, they don't fit now, but maybe one day they will. No, don't hold on to it for one day. If you've got to create a storyline for it, just go ahead and get rid of it. So these I love them. Love my swimsuit. These I do like these. And again, if it's not an immediate yes, it's a no. Now, that doesn't mean you gotta immediately throw it into the Goodwill pile, but at least just get it out of your way, right? So, let's see here. What are these? Yes, these are my skinny jeans. Someone said skinny jeans were going out, but they'll have to pry them out of my cold little fingers. These, no. See? No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Absolutely yes. Yes. Immediate yes. What are these? Yes. Immediately no. They're so cute on everybody else, but for me, they're too short and I'm not comfortable in them. Yes. Love my wide leg jeans. See, you want to be excited. That's another thing. That's why this process is so good. These are too big for me. You want to be excited about what you're wearing every single day. These are too small. If you aren't excited about what you're wearing, you're not gonna feel good. And that's a big deal. Let's see, what are these? Time and True. Love them. Look at this. Okay, here is a common mistake, and this is why decluttering is so good. I was in the need of white shorts, so I purchased some white shorts. If I would have just cleaned out my area here, I would have known that I already have a pair of white shorts. Now I have 2 pairs of white shorts, and I love them both. These are not flattering. They're so comfortable, but they're not flattering. Yes, I do like this swimsuit. I have 2 swimsuits. That's all I need. If you don't feel good in something, don't keep it. Even if it was expensive, even if it was a gift, do not keep it. You might have people in your life that give you things and get super offended if you get rid of things. I have people like that in my life. In situations like that, you're just gonna have to set your own healthy boundaries. Say, hey, I really appreciate what you got me, but it doesn't serve me anymore, and I'm really trying to minimize the clutter in my house for my mental health, and I hope that you understand, but I think I'm gonna have to do away with it. Would you like it back? I just want you to know that I really value this item and I value you and our relationship, but I can't keep it anymore. I'm just really trying to limit what I have in my home. And a person who genuinely cares about you and your mental health will say, you know what, I got that, I respect that, thank you. And then you'll have some people who just get offended anyway. And if you have people like that, I hate to say this, just don't tell them. I have people like that in my life. Just don't tell them. Because some people just are in different places and don't understand, and that's okay. But you don't have to defend yourself and your actions to anyone. If something doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve you. Move on. Easier said than done. Trust me. I get it. Okay, let's see what we got. This is awesome. I have already gone through here quite a bit, but I think I need to do it again. I love stripes, but I don't ever wear that because it doesn't feel good when I wear it. I love these. They're so comfortable, but I don't like the way they look. I don't like how they look on me. They look not good. Even though they feel good, they don't look good. Okay, so these are Chris's clothes, and I'm generally not a big fan of going through other people's clothes, except for like your kids, obviously. But he'll always tell me, just get rid of whatever you don't like. But for me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna get rid of duplicates and things that aren't as flattering anymore. And there's no shame in that. We're both older now and things don't fit us the same way, and you keep it for years and it shrinks, so it's not a big deal. No feelings are hurt. But he also has way too many shirts. Like, you can't wear all of these clothes, and he doesn't. So he's also really good at organizing, but he's just got so much on his plate. I feel like for both of us and our children, we all just work better in a very clutter-free place. So that's another reason why I'm like, okay, I have the most amazing creative kids, but they can't thrive when there's so much stuff. There's too much research behind everything I'm saying to back this up. And it's not taking your kids' stuff away. It's not taking their clothes away. It's just really appreciating what you have and realize you don't need that much. I think I'm just about good with everything in here. These are some of the shirts I want to go back. I'm gonna count how many we've got here. Let's see. 1, 2. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 29, 30, 37, 38, 39, 40 items. I think there might be one I might pull out. So we also have a more limited space in our closet. So that's another reason why we are trying to really scale down. I was really stuck on the fact that we don't have enough space in this house, but I am learning that we have plenty of space, exactly the amount of space that we need at this time in our life, and we're just going to make the best out of it. So I really, really want to minimize my wardrobe. I feel like the first thing that I will do when I start to spend money frivolously is usually on clothes. When you're kind of in this business and you're among so many wonderful women, but they're influencers, you get sucked in very, very fast, very fast. And I do. It's very easy these days to click add to cart. So that's a problem. So I actually just found these in here. I had them stuffed in there. I'm gonna try some of these on to see how they fit. I'm gonna narrow it down to just one pair of like the 90s mom jeans. They look so cute on people. Do they look as cute on me? I really don't know. I really don't know. Tell you, I get sucked in so bad with buying things, and I justify it because I say it's secondhand. Like these Birkenstocks, they're secondhand. I'm just gonna get them. I've literally never worn them. What is wrong with me? And they're pretty cute too. And then you put them on and they feel so good. But why haven't I chosen to wear them? Ugh, so frustrating. Same with these. I'm gonna let these go. I'm kind of getting over all that like super blingy stuff. These are really nice too. But do they feel like these? Nope. Wow, that feels incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these can go. Influenced. Tried to return them, it was too late. Silly little ad on TikTok. Uncomfortable. Also, if you find yourself kind of in a slump, like, ugh, I don't know if I got rid of enough, give yourself the opportunity to take a break and then come back. Those cardigans have made the cut year after year. The year after year, I don't wear them. So they have got to go. I think the rest of the stuff I do really wear. I remember I had to have this, and I honestly don't need it anymore. Before I send all this stuff out, I will have Chris go up there because I actually see a whole bin of stuff I do not wear, and I'm just not going to keep it anymore. There's just no point. But anyway, give yourself an opportunity to take a break if you find yourself kind of stumped. This is a, what is it? This is a marathon, not a race. So take your time. You will quickly learn the things that you gravitate to, the things you don't. It is okay to let things go. Amy darling got me that when we met up in Savannah, so I keep that because it has good memories. But the other stuff, you just gotta let go, y'all. These are too bulky on me. And yeah. I got this. This doesn't fit. I hate when I spend money on things and then it doesn't work and then I feel guilty and I feel bad. But one thing, I was actually having a conversation with my sister and I feel like this is completely applicable for this situation. Just because you spent your money on it doesn't mean you need to keep it. Just because you make bad choices doesn't mean that you are bound to those choices. As long as you learn something, you can move forward. And it's the same thing when you spend money on things you really don't need. Don't beat yourself over spending your money on the item. Just learn from it and keep moving on. That's all you can do. But sitting there feeling bad about it, and why did I do that? I should have known better. As long as you learn, that's all you can do. And that's basically with everything in life. Just learn and then move on. I think we did good. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a lot of talking, but I wanted to actually talk face to face to the camera, so it was more personal and we could really discuss the whole benefits of decluttering. There's a plethora of really amazing women and men on this platform and all over the internet that can assist you in this journey. I hope that I am just a small part of that to help motivate you and encourage you to the next step of your journey. This is a journey, it is a process, and you have to trust it. Do not think that you can do this all in one day or even all in 1 month. It takes time. And oftentimes there are a lot of setbacks, but you just keep moving forward. I do this often and I still make a ton of mistakes. So just be aware of your triggers, aware of what gets you in the trap of adding more stuff into your house. Be aware of that and try to avoid it. That is all you can do. If you gotta leave post-it notes, you gotta put something around the house. If you gotta have family and friends remind you when you start shopping, or, you know, for me, I find that I click add to cart first thing in the morning with my morning coffee, and in the evening the most. So if I'm aware of that, I try my best, and I'm very aware and intentional about the time I spend on my phone. If this video gave you any sort of value, would you like it? That helps my channel out a ton. I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button. I enjoy you so much, and I'm so thankful you have given me the opportunity to come on this platform and share just the little things I know and the things that I'm going through in my life as well. So we are doing this together. I will also continue putting out my cleaning content, decorating content, organizing content. This is just a part of the gamut. So I am so thankful for you. If no one has told you today how wonderful you are. You are loved, you are worthy, and this world is a better place because of you. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently. I am so eternally thankful for you, and I will never ever stop saying that. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.